When news breaks of a shooting linked to ICE in Portland, the first reaction is often predictable. It gets framed as a law and order incident. Some will say the situation spiraled out of control. Others will argue that force was necessary for security. But the real question is not who fired the shot. The real question is why things reached a point where a shot had to be fired at all. Because bullets don't exist in a vacuum. They emerge from an environment, a mindset, and most importantly, a political intent. Portland didn't suddenly become a volatile city overnight. This is a city with a long history of civic resistance, where questioning authority has traditionally been seen as a democratic right, not a criminal act. But over the last several years, especially during the Trump era, protests began to be treated as a threat, and dissenters were increasingly framed as enemies. Agencies like ICE, whose role should have remained limited to paperwork and legal procedures, slowly transformed into symbols of fear. Records show that during the Trump administration, ICE wasn't just given expanded authority, it was given political cover. And once an institution becomes convinced that power at the top will protect it at all costs, accountability on the ground inevitably erodes. What happened in Portland feels like another chapter in that erosion. The question is no longer just about violence, it's about whether the government deliberately created conditions where confrontation was inevitable. Did repeated rhetoric portraying immigrants as dangers poison the social atmosphere so deeply that every protest began to feel like a battlefield? Trump's politics have always thrived on fear, fear of the southern border, fear of refugees, fear of crime-ridden cities. But fear-based politics has a dangerous side effect.